The northeast of England is a very special place. It's very characterful. So it's about people in the community, the relationship with the high street, the relationship with our colleagues, and just how much we care and how much we want to make a difference in those individual towns, on those individual high streets. So we are the UK's 8th largest building society. We're 160 years old and we're based in the northeast of England. We're about a third of a million members and assets of about £5 billion. We're a prime residential mortgage lender, obviously, and a retail savings provider to our communities. We also have a regulated financial services advice business within the organisation, offering good value, reliable savings and mortgage products, connect our communities with a better financial future. But it's really everything else that we do, the mindset that we bring, that makes the big difference. How we act and think as an employer, how we work with our individual communities to make positive change happen. It's really difficult to describe. You almost have to see it to believe it, but it's such an intense relationship with those communities around our branches in the northeast of England. That's how it all comes to life for us, and it can be in so many different ways. It can be relationships with local charities, it can be education initiatives, it can be our initiatives with things like Dementia Friends, making a difference on an individual high street. But it's about that human relationship. That's what makes a difference for us. So we have developed a model where we partner with local authorities, with local libraries, with community centres, and we massively reduce the cost of providing a branch, and we put it in a place where people go. And that's enabled us to go back into towns where the last bank has abandoned the town. And that's where, as a mutual, we can make a difference for our customers. We're at the very early stages of our MVM journey. We've introduced it to, first of all, the leadership team in the business and then the board. We're very positive. Encouraged us to go away and change the world. Not quite knowing what that means in terms of metrics, but lay down the challenge, if you like. When I saw MVM, that looked like the answer and looked like a great framework, not to just assess where we've been, but particularly for us to set a new agenda for where we want to go to next. What's the next 5 years for us look like? How do we stretch ourselves, not just in the traditional metrics of the business, in its scale and its profitability, but in the positive difference that it can make? We've put every single colleague, so for us that's about 1,400 people, through a process where we've started talking about, celebrating what we've achieved over the last 5 years, and then talking about our ambition for the next 5. And then setting that into an MVM context and encouraging colleagues to be brave and think about just what bigger difference could we make across those dimensions of the MVM model. And then next we want to move on and have the same conversation with our members and with other stakeholders too. So the idea for us is that we build a really ambitious agenda in a traditional business sense, but also in a mutual sense.